Now, when I joined Twitter, we were talking about Twitter a minute ago, when I joined it a few months back, mostly because of Scott, who told me it was a good idea, and it was, quickly became aware of young Rebecca Woodward. She was standing for the title of Miss Twitter UK 2009 at the time, and as a word nerd, as she calls herself, she was determined that brains should triumph over mere beauty, although I have to say she looks as though she's got both qualities to me. Anyway, she's been writing fiction for a couple of years now, and at the moment she's engaged in looking for an agent, and rather like Ben, she's involving Twitter and the internet at every single stage of her journey. So when I called her up a couple of days ago as a fellow Twitterer or tweeter or whatever it is, I commented that a lot of people who haven't actually tried Twitter still think it's about announcing what you had for breakfast.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't. People are quite passionate about their hatred for Twitter, and they've not actually used it yet, a lot of them. I actually think, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking Twitter's really kind of redefined the 3 R's for me. So I think it's about reconnecting, reporting, and research. And by reconnecting, I don't mean reconnecting like you would on Facebook or Friends Reunited or whatever, but I mean kind of reconnecting with being human with people. And I think Stephen Fry put it really well, actually. A few days ago, he was at a conference in London, and he said that humans are first and foremost emotional creatures. And I think that, and he said that Twitter's really the best place for that. And it's, from a writer's perspective, I view it as a kind of digital campfire, really. So whereas over the sort of last few decades, I'd say that readers and authors have been quite separated in a lot of ways, sort of it's been quite bureaucratic, really. Now, it's like you're back round the campfire telling stories. And,
nice way of looking at it, yes.
Yeah.
And also you kind of gravitate to the right people for you. You made a few mistakes, you meet people you're not interested in, but you gravitate gradually to people who are like you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chris Bogan puts it really well, actually. He says that it's kind of like you're in a village, but instead of it being geographical, it's interest-based. So I actually wrote about the digital village idea as well, but the idea that you do have these people around you, but they're not just there by chance, they're there because you choose them to be there. So you've got this sort of, like for me, for example, I've got this little literary village full of people that I know if I kind of go on and become all word nerdy about books, they're going to be thrilled. It's great.
And if you need the answer to anything that you're writing about, if you need some kind of research, people can often come up with the answers for you.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's real time as well on Twitter. It's kind of like a sort of, I think if you look at Google as being a search engine, Twitter's like a kind of connection engine, because you get the information, but you also get the people giving the information, and you get it in real time. So it's powerful like that, I think.
How is it helping you with your writing? You've written 2 novels, and you're writing something at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's great actually. I think the main reason that it's helping me is, well, obviously I've got loads of followers. I've got about 2,200 followers on there at the moment. And I've got people following me like Stephen Fry and Tony Robbins and lots of famous people with lots of followers, which helps. So it gets the kind of word about me out there. But also, when you're a writer and you're an unpublished writer and you're on Twitter, you get to realise that publishers and agents are real people, and you chat to them about things, and they're not scary anymore. I mean, I have a blog called Word Nerd Army, which I've got a website, RebeccaWoodhead.com, and all the details are on there. But one of the nights of the month, this month, is actually a publisher, Anthony Leavings, who's become a really good friend of mine. So I think Twitter's great for making things normal, for bridging the gap between...
Demystifying.
Yeah, absolutely. People are just people, and they do different things for jobs, and it doesn't make them scary at all. I mean, I met you on Twitter.
Well,
you're not scary.
Yes, I'm not scary at all. And have you managed to find an agent through Twitter?
I made friends with an agent who rejected me.
That's a start.
we became really good friends. Yeah, no, I've met a number of agents and a number of publishers. I've actually found a publisher that was interested in my work that I've actually sent work to at the moment. I found out about them through Twitter, so it is a really great place to find out about agents and publishers.
So you really would advise any aspiring author to really get on there and get going with it?
I would, especially this week. After did you hear about my little bit of news with Stephen Fry?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, he's kind of recommended me, which is quite amazing. I think, even published authors would be chuffed. He sent me this little message. Rebecca, you're an amazing woman. So many would have given up or compromised their writing to fit the commercial market, but you still write what you want to write, what you need to write, and I admire you for it. I wish you all the luck in the world.
And so say all of us. Rebecca Woodward, Miss Twitter UK and future best-selling author, I have no doubt.